Hi everyone, it's Mitch from SportsChatPlace.com, and it's Sunday, September 18th, 2011. Here with my free NFL football pick. Of course, we got free picks and write-ups of every single game of every single sport. We got all the NFL football games covered today at SportsChatPlace.com with a free pick. Of course, we also have international soccer. We got that Manchester United-Chelsea game covered. Of course, the entire slate of Major League Baseball. Just like we do each and every day, it's every single game of every single sport, a free pick at SportsChatPlace.com. And of course, at SportsChatPlace.com Premium Edition, it's my best bets, our staff's best bets, and picks from some of the top handicappers in the world today. Now, at SportsChatPlace.com Premium, I give my best bets each and every day. I give, at least 2, 3, 4 picks, sometimes even 5, sometimes even more than that, of my best bets, depending on how big the schedule is, at SportsChatPlace.com Premium. And then the other handicappers, they guarantee that they'll give at least one exclusive or premium pick a week at SportsChatPlace.com Premium. Most of the guys are going well beyond that. So, most of the guys are doing at least an NFL, at least a college football pick each week, and most of the guys are even doing more than that. Most of those guys also charge, $25 to $50 and even upwards per pick. So the value at SportsChatPlace.com Premium is going up and up, especially during football season. So if you're not a member of SportsChatPlace.com Premium, there's no reason not to be. But anyways, I'm not going to go too deep into how we have the NFL chat where and the college football chat where 2 hours before kickoff of the first game, we do an hour-long chat to discuss games. Today's NFL chat is actually going to be an hour and a half before kickoff. It's going to start, and it's going to run to about a half hour before kickoff, where people can ask me about any games, talk about some situations out there, some other things, teasers and halftimes and things of that nature. Then, of course, you also get access to the Premium Members Forum, where you can ask me or any of the other cappers questions all day long, every day. So, that we have a lot more other things coming out with SportsChatPlace.com Premium Edition, like we added the texting plan this year. But be sure to check it out. Like I said, if you're not a member, no better time to join than the present. Plenty of football left, and of course, soon enough, we'll be going right into college basketball. So anyways, let's just get into today's free video pick. In this one, two heavyweights of the NFL collide as the San Diego Chargers go to Foxborough to visit the Patriots. Phil Rivers, not the most popular man in Foxborough. I have a lot of friends that live in that area of the country, and Philip Rivers, not one of their favorite players. That's for sure. But one thing we know about Philip Rivers, he's a gamer. He brings it each and every day. Last year, the San Diego Chargers had the #1 ranked offense and the #1 ranked defense in the NFL and failed to make the playoffs. This season, probably going to try and make a statement as to why they should be in the playoffs. Known as a notoriously slow starting team, the Chargers got off to a start with a win, though they did not cover last week against Minnesota. But they only allowed 38 yards passing to Donovan McNabb and the Minnesota Vikings. The other end of the spectrum, Tom Brady threw for 517 yards last week, one of the biggest games an NFL quarterback has ever had. Of course, 99 of those yards came on one single play. The Patriots defense, a little bit of room for concern here because while Brady was lighting up the scoreboard, Chad Henne was carving through the New England defense for big numbers of his own. Now, I know the NFL rules have changed. I talk about it all the time on Picks and Parlays radio show. I talk about it, fairly often throughout the season on these videos about how the NFL passing stats highly inflated, all of the offensive stats highly inflated because of all the rules changes. But still, Chad Henne, a guy who last year couldn't even get out of his own way, throwing for well over 400 yards against the New England defense. Brandon Marshall catching 9 passes against them. San Diego has a better quarterback in Phil Rivers, and they got a receiver that's not quite Brandon Marshall, but he's right there with him, and that's Vincent Jackson, very similar type receiver too. And he might have a step on Marshall, even though he's probably not as tall, not as good as they're very, very close. But anyways, if Marshall gave the Patriots fits, Jackson should give him the same kind of problems. San Diego also dual running attack with Matthews and Tolbert. Of course, New England, plenty of talent across the board, and probably the best coach in football, and one of the best coaches maybe of all time in NFL football, possibly the best of all time, and Bill Belichick. I think what we have here is a really, really close game. I'm not even sure who wins this thing, but the line is around a touchdown, 6.5 points. I've seen it 6.5. I've seen it at 7. Either way, I say you take the San Diego Chargers. This is probably a 3-point game if San Diego wins, a 4-point game-ish if New England wins. This is going to be a close game between two very, very good teams. I say you take the points in a close game, and that's what we're going to do here. Our free pick, San Diego plus the points. This is Mitch from SportsChatPlace.com. Thanks for joining me. Be sure to check out all of our free sports picks, write-ups, and action at SportsChatPlace.com. And for my best bets, our staff's best bets, picks from some of the top handicappers in the world today, access to the Premium Members Forum, access to the Premium Members Chat, text messaging of halftime picks and your daily picks, plus much, much more on the way. SportsChatPlace.com Premium Edition. That's about the price of the daily cost of a newspaper. This is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Monday Night Football. It's Rams-Giants.